video, I am going to be reviewing and going over the TCA PRC-152. I am refilming this because after uploading the original video, or the last post of this, I found out that a lot of the information I used was wrong, so I want to apologize about that. I wasn't completely familiar with all the updated information because a lot of the stuff that I was saying was covering prior to 2023 models of the TCA PRC-152. So once again, sorry about that. But this is all new information right here. I want to credit my friend Hornet. You could go ahead and check his channel down in the description below for letting me know about, you know, the updated version. Go ahead and check out his video, or I don't know if it's out yet, but he is planning on making a video about the TCA PRC-152 as well. So go ahead and check him out. Big credits to him. Now, I am going to be starting on power output, frequency coverage and modes, displaying channel management, GPS functionality, all that stuff. Starting on the power output, my main comparison for this radio is going to be the Baofeng UV-5R. So the Baofeng UV-5R typically transmits around 4 to 5 watts of power. However, the 2025 model of the TCA PRC-152 advertises transmission power between 10 and 15 watts, especially when paired with compatible larger batteries. This right here, this is not the GPS mode, but I will go over GPS features on the GPS mode in terms of that too. Now, the higher wattage allows to transmit farther in open environments, which is good for field activities and use out in the field, obviously. In terms of frequency coverage, both radios cover VHF and UHF frequency ranges, making them suitable, I'd say, for most amateur and recreational uses, like what I'm using it for, milsim, all that stuff. And the TCA 152 sometimes includes additional receive-only functions, such as the FM broadcast reception. But in terms of modulation, both radios primarily use FM voice. The TCA model adds a simple scrambling feature, which alters the audio to sound garbled without the same setting enabled. However, this isn't military-grade encryption, but it can deter casual eavesdropping and whatnot. It sounds like, well, best way to describe it is like it's muffled, like the radio is underwater, if you're not on the same setting. But it's not actual military-grade encryption, but it's neat, you know. The Baofeng UV-5R has a basic display, but the 2025 TCA PRC-152 improves on this. It has a dual display allowing you to monitor 2 channels at once. So basically, if I have 2 channels selected, I can view both of them, or monitor both of them at the same time. It also supports dozens of programmable memory channels, so that means you can manage different groups and frequencies easier. In terms of GPS functionality, a major advancement in the 2025 version is the option for integrated GPS. This one and the other one I am running does not have integrated GPS. These are non-GPS versions, but they do sell the integrated GPS versions. In terms of build quality and durability, the Baofeng is lightweight and inexpensive. But the thing about it is the plastic body is not highly durable. I owned an AR-152. It is also a Baofeng. It doesn't look the exact same as a UV-5R, but I mean, it's a Baofeng, works the same way. I've dropped that thing quite a few times and it's given me quite a scare. However, with this thing, if I were to drop this radio right here, I feel like it would be fine. It would just end up with a few scratches and nothing really. The body is made with, I think, not titanium, it might be aluminum. Yeah, it's made with aluminum, but it makes it heavier, but it's also significantly sturdier, so I trust it a lot more than standard Baofeng UV-5R or an AR-152 in terms of just, you know, dropping it. Whenever you buy this, it does advertise water, dust, and shock resistance, and that does add, I mean, there is more resistance than the standard Baofeng. However, it is prone to water damage, because I don't know if it's this one. I'll bring this one up in a minute. Let me see if I could turn this one on. But I got water damage on one of my radio screens just from being in the rain. And that's not good, you know, so I would be careful with how you use it. The Baofeng runs on you know, small battery pack. But the PRC-152 uses a larger military or Harris style battery pack down here. This is it right here. It's neat, but it lasts longer. I'd say this could last a whole day of casual use, just in general. In terms of accessories and stuff and compatibility with those, I'd say one of the strongest points of this radio is probably its genuine NATO 6-pin connectors. So you could actually use NATO 6-pin push-to-talk systems, attach your headsets. You could use long whip antennas. Mine is a gooseneck antenna. And you could also get a TCA KDU, which you could plug into the side of your TCA right there, which I do have one. It is on the back there. Let me see if you can see it, just right back there. You go ahead and attach that to your radio, which is pretty neat. However, there are some limitations, right? The encryption board is cosmetic, basically. I mean, it provides only basic scrambling rather than actual, you know, true secure communications and all that. And then the waterproof and shockproof claims should be taken very cautiously. Like I said, even just with rain, being out in the rain in a while with one of your radios can mess up that screen and take off a lot of resale value, you know, for whenever you get rid of the radio. So I'd be careful with that. And keep in mind, the unit is heavier than a standard Baofeng UV-5R, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's a 152, a Harris Prick 152 replica, you know, so you shouldn't really expect anything light from this thing. However, I will say it's pretty neat. The 2025 TCA Prick 152, it has a higher power output, optional GPS. I don't have the GPS version, like I said. It does have a rugged metal body, dual channel monitoring, and a compatibility with professional grade accessories. Like I am running a Nexus U94 push to talk connected to that. I got mine for around, you could get that for $40 to $50 used. So yeah, while it's not a genuine Harris Prick 152, obviously, it is a really neat radio. It surpasses the Baofeng UV-5R in performance and build quality, which in my prior video I said it didn't, because it was practically just a Baofeng on the inside. However, I wasn't on par with all the new stuff. So yeah, if you are seeking realistic equipment for milsim use, right, or, you know, more capable field radios, I do recommend the TCA Prick 152, but just be aware of its limitations, especially regarding encryption, durability claims, and legal restrictions on frequency use. You know, you don't want to get in trouble for being on frequencies you shouldn't be on. So yeah, that is basically what is going on in this video. I am going to show you the water damage on the other screen really quick, so give me 1 second. As you can see, there is water damage. It's sort of blotched on the screen. I mean, it's still readable and usable, but that takes off a lot of resale value. So yeah, I would just be cautious of that, you know. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you are interested in anything in the video, feel free to comment down below. Let me know. I will try my best to answer all the comments or any questions and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video.